this is the introduction of our work and what GCCN is. GCCN stands for Galway City Community Network. And as you can see on the slide, this is the logo that represents us. What will we talk about today? I will share about what a PPN is, what does GCCN do, what is our work with the community, and how you, as a community member, can get involved. Now, did you know that GCCN is the PPN of Galway City? Now, PPN stands for Public Participation Network. And we use the word PPN a lot. We work with community groups to make sure that their voices are heard. Now, to go more into detail of what a PPN is, public participation networks were created in 2014 by the Irish government. There are 31 PPNs in Ireland. And PPNs help community groups to have a say in local decisions, join important committees, and stay connected and informed. Now, we can have a look at who can join a PPN. So, groups and organizations that work with social inclusion or with the environment, or voluntary and community groups can all be part of the PPN. Basically, the community can be part of the PPN. As I said before, the Galway City Community Network is the PPN in Galway City. We have more than 180 groups as members. And we support different values, among which equality, inclusion, diversity, and sustainability. As a network of groups from the community, GCCN has a vision for Galway City. We want a Galway City where everyone is included and treated with respect. People and communities are valued. Health, happiness, and a good life matter. The economy grows in a fair and green way. Nature and the environment are protected. And decisions are open and everyone can take part. What does GCCN do? GCCN helps the community speak up and represents it on important committees. It supports good policies by asking for the needs of the community to be met. It shares information to all members about funding, events, and opportunities. And it also offers training and organizes events. Representation. It means being the voice of the community. And GCCN speaks up for the community. GCCN works with Galway City Council It shares ideas and concerns from all members, for example, from GCCN linkage group meetings. GCCN has representatives who are chosen by all members. And these representatives sit on important committees and speak for the community. Now, you will wonder, which are these local committees? GCCN has representatives on different important decision-making structures, like the strategic policy committees. There's 6 of them in Galway City. The local community development committee, and other important boards and committees in the city. These decision-making structures help plan and make decisions about important local issues like housing, transport, environment, community support, and much more. GCCN representatives sit on these committees. They are elected from all GCCN member groups by the member groups themselves. And they bring your voice to the table. They speak up for the community. And then they share updates and decisions with GCCN and all the member groups. GCCN linkage groups. Linkage groups are small groups of GCCN members that bring together people to share ideas, concerns, and experiences. Each group focuses on important topics linked to local committees, the ones that we saw earlier, where decisions are taken in the city. GCCN representatives, as we said, sit on those committees. And then they also meet with GCCN members to share information and to hear the needs of the community. Some examples of linkage groups topics are also housing, transport, social inclusion, to reflect the committees that the GCCN representatives sit on. Now, going back to GCCN, I'll have a few examples of the work that GCCN does, and you might be familiar with some of these. For example, the educational film with Access for All. This film shows the difficulties that disabled people face in Galway City by following 3 disabled people as they move around the city in their daily lives. And a counsellor joins them to see what the barriers they face every day. What barriers they face every day. With this educational film, Access for All and GCCN, who has worked on it, we ask for better access and support by following the rules in the United Nations Conventions on the Right of Persons with Disabilities. Other examples of our work include the Pobal Pilot Project, which was done in 2023. This project helped marginalized groups take part in planning Galway's new local economic and community plan. The project worked with deaf people, traveler women, LGBTQ plus people, women in direct provision, and young people facing poverty. People share their views through workshops, interviews, and surveys. The project ran until May 2023 and was also helpful to shape national guidelines. You can see pictures on the slides of the minister at the time with my colleague Rebecca and women from direct provision. In the middle picture, there's a group of all people that have contributed. And in the last picture, the panel of speakers at the final event when a report was launched. Other examples of our work that you might remember were the Meet the Candidates that we held in 2024 for the local elections. The events took place in Galway City Central, East and West, and community members met to share concerns and ideas with the candidates that were running for the local elections. The candidates listened to people's lived experiences, they had conversations with the community, and they signed pledges to work for the community if elected. And the final example of our work, among many things that we do, are the GCCN coffee mornings. These are more informal. We held coffee mornings for members and community groups. These were warm, friendly events that we held just to meet with people, talk and share ideas. And the coffee mornings were around important global days, just to have a topic for the discussions. We had one for the International Mother Language Day, and you can see the first picture up on the slide. We met up with many international people and exchanged different things in different languages on the day. We then had a coffee morning for World Environment Day, and it's the second picture. And we went for a walk in Merlin Woods. And finally, we had a meeting around World Peace Day, and we had very productive and beautiful conversations around the theme of peace with people that have joined us on the day. Now, you might be wondering how to get involved in the work that we do. And so we work with different community groups in the city. And if you are part of a community group, you can ask the group to join GCCN. Once you join, then you can choose, for example, what linkage groups to attend and what topics you want to talk about. For example, maybe you're interested in housing, so you might join the housing linkage group, and you will be hearing about any updates around that topic. Then we hold many events and meetings and trainings during the year. And if you want to get involved, you're very welcome to attend all of these. and also a more kind of relaxed thing, read the newsletter and any emails. And finally, if you want to contact us, our website address is on the slide, email, Facebook, and Instagram. And that's all for today. Thank you.